Hey everyone, and welcome. Before we dive in, let me ask you a quick question. Have you ever felt your mind is full of English, but your mouth just refuses to cooperate? If yes, then make sure you watch this video until the end, because it could be a complete game changer for your English learning journey. For years, we've all approached English like it's a school subject. We crammed grammar rules, memorized vocabulary lists, and got lost in books. But here's the shocking truth. None of that guarantees you will actually speak, and this is where we make the biggest mistake. We forget to actually speak. Our brains are fully loaded with data, but when it's time to process that data and get it onto our tongue, everything fails. How many times has it happened that you know what to say, but the right words just won't come out? This is the silent struggle we all face. Like your brain and mouth are speaking two different languages. Here's the reality. English isn't just a subject, it's a physical skill, just like a sport. You can't learn cricket or basketball just by reading the rules. It takes practice, muscle memory, and repetition. In the same way, you have to train your lips, tongue, and jaw to speak English. And that's exactly what this video is about. Today, we're going to build a bridge from thinking to speaking. I'm going to share 10 tactical mouth training techniques that actors, anchors, and professional speakers use. These tips won't just make you confident, they will also boost your vocal clarity and fluency. Forget about a perfect accent or flawless grammar. Our goal here is action over perfection. Today, we're going to break this silence and get your mouth used to speaking English. This isn't just another motivational be confident talk, it's a practical, daily routine that you can do alone, without a teacher, in just 15 minutes. So, if you're tired of only understanding English and now want to finally speak it, this video is your wake-up call. Rock it! This is the new chapter of your journey. Let's start speaking English like we truly mean it. Step 1. The Mirror Talk Method. The mirror talk method is one of the simplest yet most powerful techniques you can use to train your mouth for English speaking. Imagine standing in front of a mirror and speaking to yourself, not as a student practicing a subject, but as a real person having a conversation. It's about taking the English words you already know in your head and transferring them smoothly onto your tongue. The best part: there's no fear of judgment. No one is watching, no one is correcting you, it's just you and your reflection. The mirror becomes your private stage, where you can make mistakes freely and still feel safe. Slowly, English stops being just knowledge in your brain and starts becoming a physical habit your mouth gets used to. Why it works? This method works so well because it directly attacks the number one enemy of English learners, speaking anxiety. Think about it. Most people don't practice speaking because they're scared of how they look or sound. But when you face the mirror, you confront both at once: your face, your expressions, your voice. You learn to see yourself as a confident speaker, you get comfortable with your body language, and most importantly, you build a strong link between your thoughts and your spoken words. It's not only about pronunciation, it's about self-acceptance. Each repetition strengthens the tiny muscles in your lips, tongue, and jaw. With time, your mouth automatically remembers how to form sounds and words. So speaking feels natural instead of forced. How to do it? Point 1. Set a small goal. Stand in front of a mirror for just 5 to 10 minutes. That's it. Point 2. Talk about anything, your day, your breakfast, your weekend plans. Or simply describe what you see in the room. This is my chair, that is my book, I'm wearing a blue t-shirt. Point 3. Practice real-life phrases, things you'd actually use, like I'm looking for a coffee shop or could you please tell me the time. Point 4. Listen and feel, notice how your words sound, how your mouth moves, and how your voice carries. Don't chase perfection, just enjoy the practice. The story of Mark. Let me share a quick story. Mark, a software engineer from Brazil, was brilliant at coding but struggled badly with English. He could read technical manuals and write messages in chat, but on video calls, silence. He knew the words, but his mouth refused to cooperate. Then, one day, his manager told him about a possible promotion. It was exciting, but it meant he would need to lead meetings with international clients. Mark felt a wave of panic. That night, instead of giving up, he stood in front of his bathroom mirror. He started small, describing his dinner, talking about how tired he felt. Slowly, he shifted to work phrases like I believe we should focus on the next sprint or can you walk me through that feature again. He made a strict rule for himself, 10 minutes every day, no excuses. Weeks later, something amazing happened. His words started flowing. On one important video call, Mark confidently explained a complicated software bug, using clear words, strong voice, and natural gestures. His team was impressed. The promotion was his, the truth was clear, Mark never lacked knowledge, he just needed to train his mouth. Tips for success: be consistent, 5 minutes daily beats 30 minutes once a week. Use your phone, record short clips and play them back to track progress. Add energy, smile, use gestures, bring life to your words. Don't overthink, mistakes are proof you're learning. Just keep speaking. What happens after 30 days? If you stick to the mirror talk method for 1 full month, the results will surprise you. Your mouth will build muscle memory. Words will come out faster, with less hesitation. You'll feel comfortable hearing your own voice. Speaking won't feel like a scary task anymore. It'll feel natural. No, you won't suddenly be perfectly fluent in 30 days. But you'll break through the biggest barrier, silence. And once you cross that, real fluency becomes only a matter of time. Step 2. Sentence looping practice. Sentence looping is like giving your mouth a gym workout. Instead of worrying about long conversations or complex grammar, you focus on just one sentence at a time, and repeat it until it feels completely natural. It's simple, powerful, and incredibly effective. Think of it this way: when you go to the gym, you don't try to lift every weight at once. You start with one exercise, repeat it again and again, and let your muscles remember the movement. Sentence looping does the same thing for your mouth. It trains your lips, tongue, and jaw to shape English sounds smoothly and automatically. Why it works? This method works because of muscle memory. Athletes repeat drills, musicians repeat notes. And dancers repeat moves until their bodies just know what to do. In the same way, when you repeat one English sentence many times, your mouth learns the exact rhythm, intonation, and flow. Here's what happens when you loop sentences: words come out faster, without hesitation. You stop overthinking each sound. Your intonation improves, so you sound more natural, and over time, you build a bank of ready-to-use sentences that slip off your tongue in real conversations. How to do sentence looping. Point 1. Pick one short, useful sentence, something practical like "Could you please repeat that?" Or "I'm just browsing, thanks." Point 2. Say it 10 times in a row, focus on clear, consistent pronunciation. Point 3. Play with emotions, say it happily, confidently, politely, or even angrily. This prepares you for real-life situations. Point 4. Change the speed, start slowly, then gradually increase speed while keeping clarity. Remember, you are not just repeating words, you're programming your mouth to speak naturally. The story of Liam. Liam, a young professional from Ireland, moved to London for a tech job. Even though he was a native English speaker, his strong regional accent made him nervous. He often spoke too fast, mumbled over key points, and felt that people didn't understand him clearly. Frustrated, he turned to sentence looping. Every morning, he'd pick a phrase like "Let's connect after the meeting" and repeat it 20 times. Slowly. Clearly. With focus. Later, he added work phrases like "I'd like to schedule a call" and "What are your thoughts on this?" Within a month, the change was visible. His colleagues noticed his clarity, his pace improved, and the mumbling disappeared. The repetition had literally retrained his mouth. Liam realized his accent was never the problem, it was simply a lack of physical practice. Once he gave his mouth that training, his confidence soared. Start with these looping phrases. For social situations: "How have you been?" That's a great idea. I'm looking forward to it. For professional settings: I'll follow up on that. What are your thoughts on this? I'll get back to you soon. For general use: could you say that again? That's so interesting. I don't think so. Mistakes to avoid: only thinking the phrases in your head, this won't train your mouth. You must say them out loud. Stopping too early: at first, it feels awkward or even silly. But stick with it, the results come with consistency. Practicing too many phrases at once: focus on one or two until they feel automatic, then move on. After regular practice, if you do sentence looping daily, within a few weeks you'll notice, sentences will roll off your tongue without effort. Your rhythm and intonation will sound more natural, you'll feel prepared in real conversations, because you already practiced the exact sentences you need. Step 3. The shadowing technique: silent and out loud. The shadowing technique is all about becoming a human echo. You listen to a native speaker and immediately repeat what they say, almost like copying their voice in real time. It's one of the fastest, most effective ways to improve your pronunciation, rhythm, and intonation. And here's the best part: there are two versions of shadowing, silent and out loud. With silent shadowing, you don't even have to use your voice. You can practice anywhere, on a bus, in a cafe, or even in a library, without anyone noticing. Out loud shadowing, on the other hand, is your full practice session where you speak with sound. Together, they make a powerful combo. Why it works: shadowing strengthens the ear-to-mouth connection. Here's the problem most learners face: your brain understands English words, but your mouth doesn't know how to shape them quickly and naturally. Shadowing solves this by training your mouth to copy exactly what you hear. You're not only learning words, you're learning the physical choreography of speech, where your tongue should go, how your lips should move, when your voice should rise and fall. It's not just what you say, it's how you say it. And once your mouth learns this rhythm, speaking English feels smoother, faster, and more natural. How to do it. Point 1. Find a short audio clip, a 30 to 60 second podcast snippet, a movie dialogue, or even a YouTube clip. Make sure the voice is clear and natural. Point 2. Listen first, play it once or twice. Don't repeat, just focus on rhythm, tone, and flow. Point 3. Silent shadowing, play the clip again. This time, move your lips, tongue, and jaw with the speaker, but without making sound. It looks like whispering, but it's actually mouth training. Perfect for public practice. Point 4. Shadow out loud. After a few silent rounds, turn up your voice. Match the speaker's speed, accent, and intonation as closely as possible. Don't aim for perfection, just imitate. Point 5. Repeat 5 to 10 times. Each time, it will feel smoother and more automatic. Think of this like singing along to your favorite song. You don't stop to think of grammar, you just copy the sound. The story of Sophia. Sophia, a student from Italy, moved to London for her master's program. Reading academic papers? No problem. But when it came to class discussions or casual conversations, she froze. Her speech was slow, her accent was heavy, and she felt embarrassed. On her daily commute, she discovered the shadowing technique. She started with silent shadowing, mouthing along to short segments of a British podcast without making a sound. She noticed the way native speakers connected words, like gonna instead of going to. Later, at home, she practiced out loud shadowing with her favorite TV shows, copying short lines like "I'm not sure what to do." After just a month, her classmates noticed something different. Her English sounded smoother, her pauses were shorter, her words flowed together naturally. She wasn't just speaking English anymore, she was sounding like a confident English speaker. All thanks to the simple act of echoing real voices. Important tips for success: use headphones. You'll catch small details in pronunciation. Pick the right voices, clear, natural, and not too fast. Don't overthink grammar. This is physical training, not a test. Stay consistent. Even 5 minutes daily beats one long weekly session. The power of a quiet practice. One of the biggest fears learners face is making mistakes in front of others. Silent shadowing removes that fear completely. You can train your mouth in total privacy, without pressure. By the time you start speaking out loud, your mouth is already prepared. You'll sound more confident, more natural, and ready to speak freely. Step 4. Role-play speaking practice. To truly master English, you can't just memorize words, you have to train yourself for real conversations. This is where role-play comes in. Think of role-playing as a dress rehearsal for your mouth. Just as a pilot practices in a simulator before flying a plane, you should practice real-life scenarios before you have to speak in them. This method bridges the gap between knowing the language and actually using it under pressure. Why it works: Many English learners feel that their brain knows the words, but their mouth just won't use them. This is because your mouth and brain haven't been trained to work together in a practical, fluid way. Role-play solves this by creating a safe, low-stakes environment for you to use your English. It helps you anticipate common situations and trains your voice to feel comfortable with the rhythm of conversation. By acting out these scenarios, you're building situational muscle memory, so when the real moment comes, your words will flow naturally and confidently. How to do role-play practice. 1. Choose a real-life situation. Start with simple, everyday scenarios. What conversations do you anticipate having? Maybe it's ordering food at a restaurant, asking for directions, or making a small talk with a coworker. 2. Define your goal. What do you want to achieve in this conversation? For example, if you're at a coffee shop, your goal is to order a drink and pay for it. 3. Create your script. Write down 3 to 5 useful phrases you would use. Don't worry about writing an entire dialogue. Focus on key sentences. Example, at a restaurant, hello, can I see the menu, please? / do you have any vegetarian options? / I'll have a coffee and a sandwich. / can I pay with my card? 4. Act it out, don't just read the words. Stand up, use your hands, and change your facial expressions. Pretend you're really there. Talk to an imaginary person, a waiter, a shopkeeper, or a friend. 5. Change emotions and scenarios. Practice the same lines in different tones. Try saying, "Do you have any vegetarian options?" with a friendly tone, or a slightly impatient one, to prepare yourself for different conversational moods. Pro tips for success: become the other person, don't just act out your part. Pretend to be the other person in the conversation and answer your own questions. This helps you practice listening and replying on the spot. Use technology, record yourself and listen back to hear your pronunciation and flow. You can also use AI tools like ChatGPT to generate custom dialogues for any situation. Keep a script log, create a list of the phrases you practice. Over time, this list will become your personal cheat sheet for real-life conversations. Remember, the world doesn't need perfect English. It needs people who can handle real conversations. When you train your mouth with role play, you're not just studying English, you're living it, speaking it, and truly owning it. Step 5. Talk to camera or AI every day. If you don't have a partner to practice English with, don't worry, the camera can become your best speaking partner. Think of it as your personal English trainer, available 24/7. When you speak to the camera, you aren't just practicing words, you are preparing for the real world of conversation, where you have to form thoughts and express them in real time. Unfortunately, most learners ignore this powerful method, but those who try it see massive improvement in a short time because it forces you to become your own coach. Why this works: talking to a camera or an AI assistant is a unique and effective way to overcome your speaking fears. This method pushes you to practice under pressure, just like in real life. You have to form full sentences and express your thoughts without a script. This trains your brain to think and speak simultaneously, building a crucial skill for fluency. Analyze your performance. The camera never lies. It allows you to check your body language, facial expressions, and vocal clarity, which are all vital parts of communication that most learners never consider. You can see where you hesitate, where you sound unsure, and where you can improve your confidence. Track your progress. By saving and reviewing your old videos, you can literally see your growth over time. It's a powerful motivator to watch your voice become stronger and your sentences become smoother. Even if you speak for only 2 minutes a day, your mouth will slowly learn the rhythm, flow, and structure of English. How to practice with the camera. Point 1. Choose a simple topic, keep it low pressure. Talk about your day, your favorite movie, your future plans, or even a short message to your future self. The key is to choose something you genuinely want to talk about. Point 2. Start recording, don't write or memorize a script. Just press record and talk naturally, as if you're speaking to a friend. For example, "Hi, my name is Ananya. Today I want to share how I started learning English," or "This morning I watched a movie, and I want to tell you what I learned from it." Point 3. Speak for 1 to 3 minutes. The goal isn't to be perfect, it's to express yourself and keep talking. Don't stop if you make a mistake. Just correct yourself and keep going. This builds resilience and teaches you to handle stumbles naturally. Point 4. Watch your video with a purpose. Don't watch to judge or criticize your mistakes. Instead, analyze your performance by asking yourself simple, constructive questions. Was I clear and easy to understand? Did I pause too much or speak too fast? Which words or sounds felt difficult to pronounce? This turns every recording session into a mini lesson created by you, for you, using AI as your partner. If you feel too shy to record videos, an AI assistant like ChatGPT can be your perfect, no judgment partner. Simply ask it to role-play a scenario. You are a shopkeeper. And I am the customer. Let's talk about buying a jacket. Then, reply out loud to each of its answers. The AI will keep the conversation flowing, and you will get crucial practice in real time, building your conversational reflexes without fear or hesitation. The story of Eileen, a student from Turkey, had a dream of working internationally, but her fear of speaking English held her back. She challenged herself to make one short, 60-second video every day for 60 days. In the beginning, her voice was shaky, and her sentences were broken. She was embarrassed by her accent and how often she would say, and, but she stuck with it. By day 20, she noticed she was speaking more smoothly and with fewer filler words. By day 40, she sounded confident and her thoughts were more organized. By day 60, she had built so much fluency that she started sharing her videos online to help other learners. Soon after, a company saw her videos and offered her a part-time job teaching English to children. What started as private practice in front of a camera ended up opening a door to her career, proving that the most effective training can happen when no one is watching. Pro tips: keep your videos private. These videos are a tool for your personal growth. You don't need to share them with anyone. Speak naturally. The goal is to build real conversational skills, not to read from a script. Review your progress. Rewatch an older video every month to see how much you've improved. This is one of the most powerful motivators you can have. Give each video a simple name. For example, Day 1, My Dream, or Day 10, my favorite food. This simple habit helps you stay organized and track your journey. Remember, the camera never judges your accent. It doesn't laugh at your mistakes. It simply listens. Every time you speak to it, you are building the fundamental habit of real communication. Keep going, and one day you'll realize, you didn't just practice English, you became an English speaker. Step 6. Speak slowly. If you want to sound confident and in control, the best place to start is by slowing down. Many learners mistakenly think that speaking fast is a sign of fluency, but that's not true at all. Real fluency isn't about speed, it's about clarity, confidence, and control. By simply reducing your pace, you can build all three of these qualities. Why slow speaking works: when you rush, your brain struggles to keep up with your mouth. This leads to common mistakes and a lack of confidence. When learners speak too fast, they often swallow or mumble words, making them sound unclear and hard to understand. Forget vocabulary and grammar rules they already know because they don't give their brain enough time to retrieve the information. Lose control of their thoughts and feel flustered, which often makes them give up on speaking altogether. By contrast, when you speak slowly, a powerful shift happens. Your brain gets more time to organize your thoughts, your mouth can articulate each sound more clearly, and your message sounds stronger and more intentional. You don't just speak, you lead the conversation. This command of your pace shows others that you are confident and in control, making your English sound far more professional and natural. How to practice slow speaking: the goal here isn't to sound unnatural, but to gain control over your pace. Point 1. Choose a simple sentence. Start with a phrase you use often. Like, my favorite food is spicy chicken curry. I eat it every Sunday with my family. Point 2. Say it out loud, slowly. Focus on pausing slightly between ideas or phrases. For example, my favorite food is spicy chicken curry. I eat it every Sunday with my family. Point 3. Use a recording. Record yourself saying the same sentence once at your normal, fast speed and then again at a slower pace. Point 4. Compare the two. Listen to both recordings. You'll instantly hear how the slow version sounds more confident, clear, and easy to understand. This exercise proves to your brain that slow speaking is a strength, not a weakness. Step 7. Sound shadowing. You don't learn to sing by just reading about it, you learn by singing. The same is true for English. You don't become fluent by only studying grammar, you become fluent by imitating real voices. That's what sound shadowing is all about. This technique involves listening to a native speaker and copying exactly how they say it, their tone, rhythm, pauses, and emotion, in real time. English isn't only made of words, it's a sound, a beat, and a melody. When you shadow these sounds, you train your mouth to speak with the same natural flow. Why this works: think about how children learn to talk. They don't study rules. They listen, copy, and repeat until it becomes second nature. Shadowing works the same way. It builds your auditory motor connection, your ears catch the sound, your brain recognizes the pattern, and your mouth copies it almost automatically. It teaches you the music of English. You learn where to stress words, where to pause, and how to link words together. All the things that make a speaker sound natural and fluent. It bypasses overthinking. When you shadow, you don't have time to overthink grammar. You are simply focused on the physical act of imitation, which moves the speaking process from your conscious mind to your subconscious. How to practice sound shadowing. Point 1. Find a short, clear audio clip. Choose something you enjoy, like a movie line, a podcast clip, or a TED Talk. The key is to find a clip with a natural speaking pace. Point 2. Listen and observe. Play a 5 to 10 second clip. Listen carefully, not just to the words but to the emotion, rhythm, and speed of the voice. Pay attention to how words are linked. Point 3. Play it again and echo. Play the clip again and speak at the exact same time as the speaker, word for word. Don't delay. You are trying to be their echo. Point 4. Repeat and refine. Repeat the same clip 5 to 10 times. At first, your tongue might feel a little tired or clumsy. That's a good sign. It means your speaking muscles are getting a workout. Example: a character in a movie says, "I'm not sure what you're talking about." When said naturally, it often sounds more like, "I'm not sure what you're talking about." By shadowing this, you train your mouth to link the sounds smoothly, a skill that's crucial for sounding natural. The story of Lena, a student from Korea, had a problem. She knew English grammar perfectly, but when she spoke, she sounded like a robot. Her sentences were choppy and lacked a natural rhythm. She started shadowing for just 10 minutes a day with her favorite TV show. At first, she found it difficult, often missing words and feeling silly. But she stuck with it. After 1 month, her friends began to notice a change. They told her, "Wow, you sound so natural now." The halting rhythm in her speech had disappeared, replaced by a smooth flow. Shadowing gave her the rhythm of real English, showing her that fluency is not just about knowing the rules but about mastering the melody of the language. Mistakes to avoid. Don't wait to repeat. The power of shadowing comes from speaking at the same time as the speaker, not after them. Focus on rhythm, not perfection. Don't worry if you miss some words. The goal is to get the flow and tone right. Choose real voices. Avoid robotic voices or text-to-speech. You need to train with real, emotional speech to capture the nuances of the language. Don't overthink grammar. This exercise is for your mouth, not your brain. Let your mouth learn the patterns naturally. Step 8. The Art of Vocal Fitness. Speaking head. Your mouth is a powerful instrument, and like any instrument, it needs to be tuned to play the right music. If English feels difficult, it's often not a grammar issue, it's a muscle issue. Many sounds in English, like the th or the r, might not exist in your native language, making them feel awkward or even painful. This isn't your fault, it simply means your mouth muscles need a dedicated workout. Vocal fitness is the secret weapon of confident speakers. Why it's a game changer. Think of professional singers, actors, or public speakers. Before a performance, they warm up their tongues, lips, and jaws. Why? Because tight muscles create unclear speech and reduce stamina. The same applies to you. When you train these muscles, you unlock crystal clear pronunciation. You'll be able to form sounds more accurately and with less effort. Speaking stamina. Your mouth won't get tired after a few sentences, allowing you to participate in longer conversations. Faster word recall. A flexible mouth reduces the mental pressure to find the right word, making it easier to speak on the fly. Ready to talk, brain. The physical practice primes your brain for spontaneous speech, making you less likely to freeze. Practical drills for your mouth. These drills may look funny, but they are incredibly effective. Dedicate just 5 minutes a day to these exercises. The tongue tornado. Stick your tongue out as far as it can go. Move it in circles, both clockwise and counterclockwise. Then, move it left to right, trying to touch each corner of your mouth. This builds agility and strength for complex sounds. The jaw roller coaster. Open your mouth as wide as you can, hold for a count of 5, and then close slowly. Repeat 5 times. This loosens your jaw and helps with a wide range of vowel sounds. Lip power UPS. Place a pen or pencil lightly between your lips. Now, without letting the pencil fall, try to say the alphabet slowly. This strengthens your lip muscles, which are crucial for sounds like P, B, V, and F. Step 9. Mastering the English melody. This step isn't about ditching your accent and sounding like a native from a specific country. It's about achieving clarity and natural flow. Advanced speakers don't sound fluent because they have a massive vocabulary. They sound fluent because of connected speech, the way words link together and sounds blend seamlessly. Why? Flow is your superpower. If you say every word separately, what are you doing? You will be understood, but you'll sound robotic and unnatural. The real magic happens when words become a single stream of sound. What ya doin'? Learning this connection is like learning the secret handshake of fluent English speakers. It makes your voice sound smoother and more confident. The power of sound blending. This method teaches you the subtle art of linking final consonants to the starting vowels of the next word, e.g., pick it up becomes pike it up. The beauty of reductions. You learn to naturally shorten words without losing meaning, e.g., going to becomes gonna. This is the key to sounding authentic and less formal. How to practice word flow. Point 1. Start with common phrases. Don't try to connect every word you speak. Begin with common phrases and memorize their natural, connected forms. What do you want? What do you want? Can I help you? Can I help you? Did you eat? Did ya eat? Point 2. Use a mirror. Watch your mouth as you practice. This builds muscle memory for the movements required for connected speech. Point 3. Practice in context. Try narrating your morning routine using connected speech. I gotta wake up at 6, 'cause I don't want to be late. Notice how much smoother and more rhythmic it feels. Step 10. The final exam. Speak under pressure. Speaking to yourself is easy. Speaking when you're in a meeting, an interview, or a crowded room. That's the ultimate test. Many learners freeze in these moments because their brains panic. This is why you must practice speaking under pressure. It trains your mind and mouth to work together even when you're feeling nervous. The unprepared speaking challenge. This method is like lifting mental weights. It pushes your brain to perform without a safety net. Point 1. Set a timer. Grab your phone and set a timer for 60 seconds. Point 2. Pick a random topic, your favorite movie, your lunch, your dream city, any random topic. Do not prepare. Point 3. Speak continuously, hit record and talk for the full minute. The goal is to keep speaking without stopping. If you forget a word, simply describe it, replace it, or say, "Let me think." The goal is flow, not perfection. This daily challenge will build your confidence like nothing else. The fear of being judged will shrink as your ability to handle unexpected moments grows. Your 15-minute daily fluency workout. Fluency isn't a destination, it's a routine. Here's a simple 15-minute plan that incorporates everything you've learned. Do this every day, without fail. Minutes 1 to 2, mirror talk, build foundational confidence. Minutes 3 to 5, sentence looping, master a few phrases for rhythm. Minutes 6 to 7, role play, practice for a real-life situation. Minutes 8 to 9, silent shadowing, connect your ear to your mouth. Minutes 10 to 11, vocal fitness, strengthen your mouth muscles. Minutes 12 to 13, word flow, work on sounding natural and smooth. Minutes 14 to 15, pressure challenge, speak for a minute on a random topic. By the end of 30 days, your fluency will not be a surprise. It will be the predictable result of dedicated effort. Conclusion: the only thing holding you back is silence. Fluency doesn't wait for perfection. It grows when you act, make mistakes, and keep going. Many learners fail because they wait for the perfect sentence before they open their mouths. But the truth is, you only learn to speak well by speaking badly first. This is not just a video, it's a challenge to you. It's a reminder that your voice matters, your story matters, and your English is a power waiting to be unlocked. Say this out loud with me, and truly believe it: I am not afraid to speak English anymore, because the only thing worse than imperfect English is a silent mouth that never tried. Now, go out there and speak. Your voice deserves to be heard.